Welcome back to Selenium learning journey. So far we have learned how to deal with the browser, how can we navigate to a certain website, how can we get a title, how can we get a URL, but we haven't really learned how to interact with the objects or the elements present on that website, which is really required for us to test or to make any website function. So we're going to dive into that. Let me just go here. So if I have to test Facebook page, and if I will have to enter the username, the password, and then click login or click forgot password. For now, our Selenium code, whatever we have learned so far, we can invoke this page. We can have this window open for us. We can go to facebook.com and come to this page, but we really don't know yet how to tell our code to go here and start typing, and then move here and start typing, and then click login or click any other control that is present on this page. So we're going to look into that. Let's go back. I've created another class just to be on a fresh start. Let's just quickly, or let's just copy it. Let's go to facebook.com. Now we know that as soon as we click run, it will open this page. But now I want to enter something here, and then I want to enter something here. Before I go further, I'm assuming that everybody who's watching this have a bit of grasp over HTML, CSS, and knows how to read the tags. So going here, if I have to identify this, I'll right click on it, go inspect item, and then select this, go over here so I can exactly know what this is. So this is input field with ID email. There are other attributes to this field as well. There's a class, there's a name that we can use, and that's almost pretty much it. We're going to go into here. So these are locator techniques. This is how we can locate these elements present on this web page. We can use ID, we can use class name, we can use name, we can use linkText, which is for anchor tags or hyperlinks, and then there's XPath and CSS selector. The most commonly used are these two, ID and XPath. Very much commonly used are these two, and then there's name, and linkText is used for the anchor tags. We're going to look into this in a bit. Let's go back into our code. And currently we're going to go over the ID and name part. So I'm going to use ID for this, and then probably name for this field, and then see how it goes. So for this one, I know that the ID for this is email. So I'm going to go back, say driver dot find element by ID, and that's going to ask me for ID, which is email. Now that I have located this code or located this control or object, I want to enter the text here. I have it, now I have to do something with it. So I'll see what options do I have. So press dot, it can clear it, it can click on it, but I want to enter the text, and let's see if we have something. There's a get text, but I want to put text in it. Let's see if there is something. There is send keys, and I'll try and enter John Doe at xyz.com. Forgot to close this. And let's go back and find our password field. Do the same thing over again. Select this, inspect, and then let's do it by name this time. So we have name, pass. driver dot find element by name pass. Again, I want to send keys. I want to say 1, 2, 3. Now the ID usually on any page would be unique to this particular element. So ID for this input field will be very unique to this element. However, the name, two elements can have same name. What if two elements do have same name? Let's assume that this have name pass and then this have name pass. Selenium works from top left. So we'll start scanning the source like this, from top left like this. And whichever names comes first, it's going to choose that one. So if this is the name and this is name, it's going to choose the first one and then go over with it. Let's just run this code as is for now and see if we are able to detect. Well, we have an error message. Let's see. Think the path. Oh, gecko. And that should work just fine. So I have John Doe and I have 1, 2, 3. So this way we can interact, we can find the elements and we can interact with them. What if I want to clear John Doe? Driver dot find element by ID email dot clear. Let's try and run it again. It entered John Doe, but it was very quick. So now let's move on to our next step. ID, class name, name. We're going to discuss class name in a bit, and then link text. Now if we go back to facebook.com and go over this item, it doesn't have ID or name, but this is an anchor tag, and we can click on this anchor tag by using linkText method. So we're going to go over this driver.find element. We're going to use this function a lot by linkText, and then we're going to copy exact same link, making sure that we keep the spacing very similar. And I'm going to say, what do we want to do here? Do we want to clear it? No, we want to click it. Let's see how that goes. So we have opened Facebook, entered username, password, then click forgot account, and then it took us to here. Now we know that how to import the web drivers, how to use web drivers, how to invoke the browser using those drivers that we imported. How can we go to certain websites? How can we control or navigate the controls inside the browser? How can we close the windows or quit all the browser windows that we are dealing with? How can we locate the objects or web elements using their IDs or names? How can we locate the elements that have anchor tag by using linkText? There are other methods as well. There are other ways to locate it. So we have linkText, we have class name, we have CSS selectors, and then we have partial linkText. We're going to discuss these in later tutorials, but for now, these are major ones that we use. ID, name, most common one is ID, and then XPath, which we're going to discuss soon.